Before I start, I want to wish everyone an early happy Halloween, and even though for the fact that the video in question doesn't really fit the theme for Halloween, for this quickie, I'll be dressed up as a zombie. That's dressed up as Santa Claus. Anyways, this is an interesting newcomer within the commentary community that I found within my spam folder of my YouTube messages. Ladies and gentlemen, meet our new commentator from Norway named YetAnotherAutist. I'm not kidding when I say that's his actual username. Go look it up. He sent me this video that's actually interesting, and that's because he's covering a video that's actually not the majority of the CC's language, English. The person in question is a user named Montevachand, or something along lines like that, who actually goes by the name of Felix, and by taking a guess at it, I would assume that he mainly reviews movies. Now, I actually will be covering all of the points presented within the video, but as time goes on, you'll understand as to why I couldn't for the most part. For now, let me actually cover as to what I can. This intro needs to be revised, like, majorly, like baseball. For one, the intro is more than 45 seconds of the video, and you obviously don't need it that much, especially since you only mention what avatar you're using, the opening theme for the video, and finally the video number as well as the video title. I'd say try to keep it down towards like 20 to 30 seconds as it doesn't drag the video out that much. For a second, I thought that it might have been sped up. The footage that you've used is an actual intro from the animation called Heidi, and besides maybe speeding it up, you didn't have any actual edits to your intro. I kinda find that to be lazy, and I'd advise you to maybe make some edits for that intro or include some other footage for the show to use for your intro.
Och Balto ser snäll och gullig ut när han i filmen ser ut som ett jävla kloakmonster.
I don't even know what to do with this from. But that creature is a demon.
He was complaining about / comparing the cover of the DVD as well as the actual footage. He's saying that the cover could be misleading considering that the dog within the cover has golden fur while within the movie, the dog has gray. Now, I haven't watched the reviewer's full video considering the fact that he's more than likely Norwegian and the fact that there's no subtitles for the full video, so I'm only relying on your subtitles. But considering the fact that the movie Balto is a ripoff to the actual Balto movie, and also that this isn't the first time that Dingo Pictures, the one who made the knockoff version, to actually rip off another movie / franchise, I can kinda see his point of view. He's mainly stating that's a bit misleading to the audience and that the cover could be considered as quote-unquote clickbaity.
Baltos ena framben ser dessutom ut att vara hälften så långt som de andra, men överlag så är det ändå inte helt åt helvete. Jag menar, de stavar ju faktiskt rätt i tiden, vilket de inte alltid gör. På baksidan sen finns det en helt gul isbjörn som käkar glass och 3 fiskar som ser ut att flyga ovanför vattnet. Och slutligen så står det att filmen är 33 minuter lång när den egentligen är 31 minuter och 29 sekunder. Nej, det kan jag avrunda. Uppåt till 33 istället för 32. Jag vet inte, det bara känns som en bra siffra.
Even if the cover is flawed, you focus too much on a little part. With that,
fucking pingviner och isbjörnar finns på varsin sida av jorden.
I think this might actually be a perfect time to address the subtitles that you use for the reviewer. I do think that this is a good thing for reviewers to use, especially towards those who don't speak English whatsoever. However, I have 2 issues with the overall layout here. First of all, and a bit nitpicky, but it actually would be nice for you to outline your text. There are times where I feel like as if the text blended into the background, making it a bit hard for me to read it. The second one is, again, I do like how you place the subtitles for us so that we can understand as to what the reviewer is saying, but the issue comes into play as to who are your target audience, which, especially with the language now being the key factor here, involves who you're doing the commentary on. You've added in English subtitles for us English reviewers on the reviewer's end, but you didn't add in Norwegian subtitles in your interjection so that the person you're commentating on can understand what exactly you're saying. Especially since you're also making the video towards the person in question, and considering the fact that one of the main purposes of commentaries is to, well, critique, you wouldn't understand as to what you're saying. Now, does he know a bit of English or understand English? Maybe, I don't know. But this is for an advice for you if you do cover a non-English video again and the person in question doesn't speak/understand English.
I alla fall, sen ska de gå och fiska. Jag är bara ute och går med min tama isbjörn. Det är inget konstigt.
How would they put both common and polar bears in zoos?
Oh, wait, hold up. What did you say? Something about polar bears and humans being near each other and the zoos being common? If that's the case, then... well, yeah, but no, that's not his major point. What his major point is the fact that it's not uncommon for humans walking alongside with the polar bears while the polar bear isn't going to attack the human. Now, you could argue that there are some humans that could do that, but what I am arguing here is the overall commonality. As in, an average person who either isn't some kind of bear whisperer or owns a polar bear as a pet for some reason or another would not likely be near each other when the bears are out in the wild. If you still don't believe me, however, go ahead and try it out. More than likely, I'll either find your body on the ground after the attack, or you being scared shitless with possible cuts on you and maybe piss on your pants.
Bara kolla vilka fula miner de har här. De har bara dragit några extra streck i pin och det ser för jävligt ut. De har ju fucking jokerminer båda två.
This compares along with your inspirations means how American you are.
Sluta med vad? De gjorde ju inget.
They're racing, moron.
Now, I won't deny for the fact that within your last point that you've made wasn't wrong. I mean, this is actually true. I've watched further into the part where they've played as guess where within the review Felix is in, but there is a reason as to why I played both of your points here. You see, my problem is the fact that not only did we just now learn from the both of you that they were racing before, again, assuming within the clips that you've shown us, but you didn't provide any clips within the video to not only further your point, but to also strengthen your point. You see, one of the major issues that I've noticed not only within this commentary but your first commentary is the fact that you actually don't go further into detail with your points. You just kinda left it hanging above the death trap. You sickening monster. Some of the time too, you just made one-off statements within your point and just left it as that. You should try to further articulate your point so then that way we can further understand what your point is about. Now, I would make more, but there is one more major flaw that I've noticed within this commentary that I need to make a montage out of it.
Fucking pingviner och isbjörnar finns på varsin sida av jorden.
The difference isn't as large when I realize both regions go across the globe. If we even believe the northernest land on Earth isn't Greenland.
Det där var ju skittråkigt, men det är inte över än.
Even he said it some, Mr. Felix.
Den här exakta animationen är med i filmen typ 5 gånger, som ett jävla running gag.
McDonald as much as any.
Hur som helst, det visar sig att Nico och de andra barnen har blivit sjuka.
De har fått gifteri. Men det är ju livsfarligt.
Why do you even bother trying to propaganda this as my love?
Va? Menar du att en rå fisk inte kan lösa alla hans problem?
A bit naive to believe nutrients fish them won't even help the situation.
Tänk om nu kommer och överlevt och de bara antar att han är död eftersom att Balto blundade. Då kommer han ju dö på grund av dem.
That only happened when Balto got home sleep them on being return trip home.
I can't even understand this what you're saying. Like, at all. Part of me is admittedly due to your accent, and considering the fact that you can't really fix that, my only advice for you is to put in English subtitles. I mean, yes, you actually did that within the first commentary, but my question now is why you didn't even do that within the second commentary? Like, seriously, what gives? The other part of it is within the background music that you've used, and it does drain out your voice, even with the fact that the song has vocals within them. Look, some of you guys can say all you want about my background music. This really needs some major improving on. I'd say mainly turn it down a lot or don't even include them whatsoever. And even though for the fact that some of these are mainly more nitpicks or whatnot, I think that's all I really need to cover. I do hope that you take what I have to say into your future commentaries. So, I guess with all that being said, welcome yet another Otis to the commentary community.
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul, seal your doom tonight. Spooky, scary skeletons speak with such a screech. You'll shake and shudder in surprise when you hear these zombies shriek.